Love at first sight. This is what I feel when I see these cheerful yellow flowers. Wanna know more about it? Then today I'm gonna introduce you to a beautiful flowering shrub that can brighten up your garden with gorgeous yellow flowers round the year. This is African bush daisy, commonly known as yellow daisy because of its flower color. Let's talk about this plant in detail today. Welcome back, friends. I'm Swati and you're watching Backyard Gardening. Let's get started. The African bush daisy. It's an evergreen flowering shrub native to southern Africa, and its scientific name is Euryops chrysanthemoides. But commonly, this flower is known by yellow daisy because of its flower color. Yellow flowers naturally attract key pollinators like bees, butterflies, and some other beneficial flies because their bright carotenoid pigments stand out clearly against green foliage. So, if you want to have a year round pollinator garden, then this is a highly recommended flower because they bloom round the year, making a garden chirpy and colorful. It's a beginner friendly flowering plant which develops into a bushy branching shrub with bright yellow flowers, and it doesn't require much care as well. Let's start with the sunlight. African bush daisy loves plenty of sunlight. For healthy growth and good flowering, grow this plant in a location which gets more than 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight every day. If the plant receives insufficient light, you may notice a stressed growth or fewer flowers. So, if maximum flowering is your goal, give this plant a bright and sunny location in your garden. Now, if you ask, can it be grown in pots? Yes, absolutely. African bush daisy can be grown successfully in pots and containers. Just choose a pot with good drainage and a size appropriate for the plant. Also, if you're growing them in pots or containers, regular or alternate day watering is required. Whereas if you grow them in the garden, it adapts miraculously. You don't need to water it every day and they stand quite drought tolerant as well. Now, coming to its soil requirement. If you're growing them in pots and containers, the most important thing is good drainage. They don't like sitting in waterlogged soil. So, for container growing, you can use a loose, well draining potting mix containing garden soil, compost, and coco peat, perlite, and some sand as well. It's not a very demanding plant, so regular fertilizing is really not necessary. But if you want to get more flowers in this plant, two things are really important. One is direct full sunlight and regular pruning. So, softly prune your plant every 3 to 4 months so that it gets more bushy and it will produce more flowers. Also, deadheading of spent flowers encourages more flower buds. And this method applies to almost all the flowering plants if you want to get more flowers. Now, let's talk about its propagation methods. This plant can be propagated through seeds as well as through stem cuttings. If you're using stem cuttings, choose healthy non flowering shoots and plant them in a clean, well draining propagation medium. Keep the medium lightly moist and provide bright indirect light, and the cuttings will establish. They can be very easily propagated through stem cuttings, like we do for chrysanthemum plants. Now, if we talk about its seed propagation method, not all the flowers produce seed pods, and some of them will dry up and fall off the plant, while few will make it to the seed pod, and they will look like this. So, all you need to do is just let them dry on the plant itself. When the seed pod turns black, now let me show you how the seeds will look. So this is a raw unripened seed pod, but the tiny green ones, many are there, right? These are the seeds. But when it is ready, it is all black in color. So you just need to collect these and you can use them to grow new plants. Now let's come to the most important part of the plant care, which is the pest control. Generally, it's a hardy plant, but like any other garden plant, it can occasionally be affected by some common pests like spider mites, aphids, or mealybugs. So, the best method to treat them is pruning or chopping off all the infested stems and branches. So, what do you think about this beautiful African bush daisy? If you love yellow flowers and you're looking for an attractive flowering shrub for your garden, this is definitely a plant worth knowing about. And do add it to your garden and share your experiences with me. And I think I have pretty much covered everything about this plant. If anything is missing, you can ask me through comments. I would love to answer that. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, do like it, share it, and subscribe to Backyard Gardening for more videos on beautiful plants, flowers, and gardening tips. See you in next video. Happy gardening.